Hey guys, welcome back to opening Digimon card game booster packs, and I just saw a really interesting video from everybody's favorite YouTuber, Moist Critical. Everybody, hey guys, welcome to my poopy diaper show. This stupid, weird vocabulary, but I think he's hilarious in some ways nowadays. But he was talking about this Boogie 2988 documentary somebody did, and I've made fun of him on the channel before, I guess, in multiple different ways, but it's interesting to hear about a documentary done about him and how much of a fucking idiot he is and how self-destructive of a person he is. And my favorite line from the video is Boogie talks like he's been dead for 30 years. It's okay. He doesn't want to change his life whatsoever. He just wants to wallow in his own fucking pity, which is really fucking sad. If you find that, I don't know, if you find solace in wallowing in your own inequity, I'm sorry, my man, you're just kind of stupid. You're stupid, viewer. Except for you, other viewer. I like you much more than Boogie, I guess. Well, anyway, enough about YouTube drama, I guess, even though I love talking about gossip. We're here opening more versus Royal Knights packs, so I just put that as the opening to the video because I had nothing else to say, so hopefully you found that funny. I don't think you would have because I didn't have much commentary to add other than that's kind of funny. That's not very good commentary, is it? Just haha, that's kind of funny. Anyway, first card up, we've got Lilamon. Now we've oh god, hitting the stuff around. Pretty much got all of the Rosemon line. Now we're just waiting to find Rosemon burst mode. Either way, this is some pretty cool art, though I don't know what's going on. Standing on a weird checkered floor, shooting Flower Blast. I mean, well, if the first first Digimon has this already, and even this, then I guess it's already going to be a great episode. Anyway, Lilamon is an green ultimate level Digimon with 7,000 DP. Its ability is, when Digivolving, you may play one Yoshino from your hand without paying the cost. That's pretty good, because I'm going to guess 3 is kind of the same cost you would play a Yoshino for. So then its inheritable reads, your turn. While your opponent has a suspended Digimon, this Digimon gets Security Attack +1. That's actually pretty good, because green's all about suspending other characters. So you're going to be getting Security Attack +1 just for doing what you're supposed to be doing anyway. So not a bad card. Definitely for the art. You love the art of this card, don't you, viewer? It's hard to see because it's out of focus. God, I'm probably I'm blinding you guys right now by doing that. Anyway, next up we've got Gladiemon, and as always, if you see a card that you want me to read better, I will probably have read it in an earlier episode. I gotta find a way to say that quicker. Anyway, another Jellymon, another Loader Leomon. It's such a weird art. I don't know. Fascomon, who I'm going to guess is supposed to be the rookie for Belphemon. Anyway, it is a purple rookie Digimon with 1,000 DP, and its ability reads, on deletion, trash 1, or draw 1, then trash 1. So, I don't know why you'd want this thing to get killed, though I guess there's probably a strategy implemented in some way there. Then its inheritable reads, end of your opponent's turn, once per turn, draw 1, then trash 1 in your hand. That inheritable is much better than that on deletion. With that on deletion, I would want more cards to be drawn and more to be trashed because you're giving up a rookie, which are pretty important in your deck composition. So I don't even know what's going on behind it. There's a dead Psychmon. I guess he killed Psychmon. He's now I'm the rookie. But it's but I'm Psychmon. And I'm cool because I'm purple. He really is Purple Boy. Or Purple Man. We've got Gaomon here, I guess packing up his bags and going out training in the mountains, I guess. He is a blue rookie Digimon with 1,000 DP, and his ability is, when attacking, once per turn, both players draw 1 card from their decks. And that's pretty good because the Gaomon line wants the other player to get cards so that they can kind of take advantage of the other player having a lot of cards in their deck, or a hand. Though you are giving a ton of advantage to the opponent, so that double-edged sword, I guess, like that. Anyway, heritable is all turns. While your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hand, this Digimon gets plus 1,000 DP. it's kind of playing off its main effect. Though, like I said, if you're giving the opponent way too many cards, they're going to, like, have way more advantage than you. Might prove useful. I don't know. You just have to hope that the other player doesn't want to have cards in their hand for some reason. All right, we've got Angoramon, and he's literally just eating a cheeseburger and smiling his ass off. So that's just me. That is actually just a picture of me whenever I'm eating a cheeseburger. I'm just like, yeah, yeah. I'm like screaming yeah as I hold a cheeseburger. And I guess that's just also partially Luffy because he's holding like a bag of meat. He's holding a meat. What do you call that? Anyway, Angoramon is a rookie level Digimon with 1000 DP. It's weird to see Angoramon look like this, since Angoramon, at least in Ghost Game, is shown to be like a very calm character. A calm, collected, very shy-ish character, or a loner character. It's weird to see him being so cheeky. His ability is Blocker, and his inheritable is all turns when, while your opponent has no unsuspended Digimon, this Digimon gains plus 1000 DP. So, if they're all suspended, then they can do that. But that's a very low DP amount for them to have everybody suspended. They're not going to have everybody suspended. Most of the time, players will not try and launch their entire force at you. And most of the time, you would not want to like get such a low amount for that. But, we'll have to see. We've got Caporimon. Very cute. It's, I guess, hanging out in a dungeon with Metal Coromon, trying to keep it warm, I guess. But then again, Metal Coromon is metal, so I don't think it would feel warmth. Anyway, Caporimon is a purple in training Digimon with the inheritability. On deletion, by trashing one card in your hand, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. That ain't bad, because you're going to want to be trashing it, so that would just allow you to trash anyway. You may not find a target to delete a level 3 Digimon, but still, just trashing is good in general. So, not a bad card at all. We've got Mach Galgamon, who kind of shares the same art style as Rise Greymon. I guess they're supposed to be counterparts, so it makes sense. Anyway, Mach Galgamon, pretty cool art, just because I like that very colorful kind of art, and it looks much more colorful in person, I will tell you. He is a ultimate blue Digimon with 7000 DP, and his ability is when attacking, if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hand. For the turn, this Digimon's attack target can't be switched. So I guess it can no longer be blocked. It will always be attacking who it wants to attack. But then again, there's abilities like Raid that literally switch your attack target around. So I wonder if you could give this Raid. I don't know. But its inheritable reads, all turns, once per turn. When an effect adds a card to your opponent's hand, unsuspend this Digimon. I mean, that's pretty good. That's kind of like Gaumon's ability to give them a card would allow you to attack again. So you're giving them an advantage, but you're going to be able to attack twice. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Better than Mirage Galgamon. Now we've got Miki Kurosaki and Megumi Shirakawa. I mean, we're on both ends here. We definitely have both. Anyway, they're the tamers for the Chessmon lines. So it makes sense that they're together in their tamer card. But they are a black and yellow tamer with 4 costs, and their ability is on play. You may play one Digimon card with Pawn Chessmon in its name from your hand without paying the cost. We still haven't seen either of the Pawn Chessmons yet. All turns, when you have a 2-color black and yellow Digimon, by suspending this tamer, draw 1 and gain 1 memory. That's not bad, because you can pretty much do that every turn. All turns, that means opponents and your turn. So this is not a bad card at all. I definitely run 4 of these in a Chessmon deck. Oh, and speak of the goddamn devil. Speak of the goddamn devil. We've got Black Pawn Chessmon, though it's not called that. Either way, Black Pawn Chessmon is a rookie-level black and yellow Digimon with 1000 DP. Its ability reads Blocker, and then on deletion, if it's your opponent's turn, you may play one level 3 or lower Digimon card with Chessmon in its name from your hand without paying cost. If you have 8 or more cards with Chessmon in their names in your trash, add to the maximum level of this card this effect can play. So you can play ultimates out of this if you've got like a bunch of Chessmons already dead. Kind of like how it's literally like in war, like the pawns are like all banding together to rush after something. So that's a pretty cool art. Anyway, what's the last one? We've got both. This pack was like pretty much just all Chessmon oriented. We got the Tamer and both of them rookies. Though they're all rares, so that's kind of pain. Except for the Tamer's uncommon, so. Damn. Okay, so White Pawn Chessmon is a. Now, my throat's going crazy, but. It's a rookie level Digimon with yellow and black and has 1000 DP. And has the ability on deletion. If it's your turn, you may play one level 3 or lower Digimon card with Chessmon in its name in your hand without paying the cost. And then, if you have 8 or more Chessmon, you can add +2 to the effect. Pretty much the same thing, but it doesn't have blocker. But it does add the inheritable reboot. So, if you kind of mixed and matched the Chessmons into, like, different orders, you could just give both lines reboot. So, I don't know. Also, glitch. It always gets scary. But yeah, interesting. We've pretty much seen every card from that line. And, you know, while I like the Tamer and I like the black line, I'm not sure if I'd make that into a full deck. Don't know. I'd have to find something to, like, synergize it with. Because it couldn't just be the Chessmon line. Because it just doesn't work together all that well. Either way, here we've got Gatsumon. Who's the Gatsumon from Data Squad. Who's just, like, you know, shows up and hangs out with Marcus every now and again. Anyway, he is a black rookie-level Digimon with 1000 DP. His ability is Blocker, then on deletion, if it's your opponent's turn, reveal a top 3 card to your deck. Add 1 black card among them to your hand, place the rest at the bottom of the deck. I mean, that's pretty good that you can just add any kind of black card. So if it's running in a full black deck, you're not going to be missing a target, which is great. But yeah, you pretty much want this thing to die. You're blocking so that you can get this thing killed. I like how it's like taking a bath in molten lava because it is a rock. So that makes sense. Pretty good card, though. I don't know who you'd synergize it with. It's another Fast Komon. Sounds like I'm saying like Fat Komon. I always love some Fat Ko. Let's see, Gaomon and Goramon. Oh, we've got Lielmon. Oh boy, it's another Koki card. Pretty much every card in the line has been drawn by Koki. I wonder, I really want to see what, like, Bancho Leomon's cards are going to look like. Or, if a very rare Digimon that's not really spoken about will show up, which is Bancho Leomon Burst Mode. Doesn't really have much, like, different art, because it literally just shows up in one episode and then Bancho Leomon dies, so, nah. It'll be interesting to see it here. Anyway, Lielmon is a rookie yellow Digimon with 1000 DP. Its ability is, your turn, once per turn, when a card is removed from your security stack, gain 1 memory. Might be able to turn it over to your turn depending on that last attack. Or how much memory the opponent has. Then, for inheritable, when attacking, once per turn, if there are 6 or fewer total cards in both security stacks, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 2000 DP for the turn. I guess you could stack pretty much all their effects for doing that to, like, get rid of a lot of DP, though I'd really like to see what Bancho Leomon does in the end. Either way, we've got Agumon, or Agumon S, or Agumon Savers, depending on what you want to say. Either way, it's kind of cool art. It's got him and Gaomon beating the shit out of a couple of Goblinmons, which, you know, seems in character to beat the shit out of Goblinmons, or have Goblinmon get the shit beaten out of them. Anyway, Agumon S is a red and yellow rookie with 2000 DP, and the ability Digivolve 0 from Koromon. Main, once per turn. For the turn, one of your Marcus Daemons is also treated as a 3000 DP Digimon and can't Digivolve. So even regular Agumon can force Marcus into being a Digimon for a single turn, which is cool. And its inheritable reads, your turn once per turn. When one of your red or yellow tamers gets suspended, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. So you pretty much just kind of get like an extra punch out of Marcus in a way. So not a bad card. Though this is really, really like harping on if you've got multiple Marcuses. So we shall see. Anyway, we got another Jellymon. Got another Kiaromon. Come on, I don't want to see what's behind them yet. We got Chapmon, who is meant to be the in training level of Kamamon. Chapmon is not really, you know, remembered all that much, though it is a weird turtle kappa monster, so interesting. I like how it's got Pinamon in the card, except because like Pinamon's not actually a part of the line. because Pichimon is supposed to be its fresh. Either way, Chapmon is a blue and training level Digimon with the ability, opponent's turn, when you have another Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. I mean, I guess that's the only inheritable I've seen from the entire Kamemon line, and it's pretty shit, so you definitely couldn't make a full deck out of Kamemon, though it could be added in other decks to make it, a bit more defensive. Not a bad card, it's just, the rest of the line sucks. We got ourselves another King Etamon. We've got Genkomon. I think I already have a Genkomon, don't I? Maybe from a different set. But either way, Genkomon is another of the Royal Knight Digimon. And he is a black and red Mega level Digimon with 13,000 DP. And his ability reads, Blocker. On play or when Digivolving, without paying the cost, you may play one Digimon card with Sistermon in its name from your trash, or one Digimon with Royal Knight trait from your Digivolution cards of your Digimon in the breeding area. Huh? One Digimon card with the Royal Knight's traits from your Digivolution cards of your Digimon in the breeding area. What does that mean? I really wonder what that could mean. Does that have to do about, like, Omegamon's weird, like, Yggdrasil shit? Yeah, I guess you could take it out of what Omegamon puts inside of Yggdrasil. We really need to find Yggdrasil to see what it does. Let's see. In the breeding area, this effect can't play Omnimon or Genkomon. That's a weird restriction, but okay. Then we got ourselves another White Pawn Chessmon. Cool. The Genkomon is cool, though. I don't know why it can't target Omnimon, because Omnimon is, like, a Jogress Digimon. Then again, Examon is also a Jogress Digimon, but I don't think Examon will show up in this pack, since Examon showed up in Draconic Roar. So it's like, I don't know why it'd be added in this one as well. Anyway, we're getting quite faster on these. So we've got Lylemon again. Another Agumon S. Gatsumon. Lyamon. Darugamon. I really would like to see an Alphamon. Suijinmon, or Sawajinmon. White Knight Chessmon. Ooh, looks like there's stuff behind this. We've got Chirinmon. Who is the ultimate level of Kudamon. Its art is really weird. Like, it's supposed to be just a horse with a mustache and wings. But its art is very weird. Like, the angle you're seeing up its face from, it just... some weird art. Anyway, it is a ultimate level Digimon with 7,000 DP. And its ability is Barrier. So Barrier is showing up again. Seems like you should be mixing Kentasaurusmon with Boncho-Leomon. And then its inheritable reads, on deletion, you may play one Kudamon from your hand or trash, suspended without paying the cost. This card's not all that great. I'd definitely say run a different Chirinmon. Though I don't know if there are other Chirinmon cards even, so... not a very useful card. Not a very useful card. There's Jumbo Gamemon, who is the mega level version of Gamemon, or Kamemon. Sorry, so many different names. God damn. Anyway, he is a giant fucking turtle with a bunch of guns on its arms, legs, head. It's up there with Gundramon and having like a million fucking bullets. Either way, it is a mega level blue and black Digimon with 13,000 DP. Its ability reads Blocker. Then opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may play one level 5 or lower Digimon card from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. So, anytime they attack, you can just kind of split out all the cards you have from underneath this, meaning that you can have just a bunch of blockers so you can protect yourself. So, not a horrible strategy, though. I don't know. It's interesting. I definitely like the art, though. Let's see, we've got another Odin's Breath. Another Shine Greymon. Then another Leopardmon. Pretty cool, though we haven't seen many SRs other than the Belphamon. So I'd like to see maybe some more SRs, maybe a secret rare, because we haven't seen a secret rare even since the last set we opened. The secret rares, they be secret, I tell ya. Anyway, we've got Astramon, not Astra, Asta. Doru Greymon, Mikemon, Loader Leomon, Aquilamon. It's the first red in a very long time. Kamamon. Gladymon. Richard Sampson. We finally have the bastard himself, Akihiro Kurata, the main human villain of Savers. He looks like an asshole like he usually is. Anyway, Akihiko Kurata, or just Kurata, is a purple tamer with 3 cost. His ability reads, your turn, when a card with Belphemon in its name would be played, by deleting one of your Digimon with Gizmon in its name, reduces the cost, the play cost, by the play cost of the deleted Digimon. So you could use a really high level, like, what is it called? Gizumon, to like make the cost of Belphemon's sleep mode very low. End of the opponent's turn. Once per turn, draw 1 and trash 1 card in your hand. Then by placing this Tamer as the bottom Digivolution card of one of your Digimon with Belphemon in its name, delete your opponent's level 6 Digimon. So, kind of like how Kurata fused himself with Belphemon, he's kind of doing that again just to delete a Mega, which isn't bad because this thing doesn't really have much of a use other than to bring out Belphemon. So, if your Belphemon's already out, no point in having him on the field anymore. This security just is to play this card without cost. Not a bad card. Definitely works with the Belphemon line and helps with the Gizumon line. It's just, kind of basic. Kind of basic. You're a basic bitch. What can you say? We've got Prince Mamemon, which has actually a really good card art. Shows him dreaming with King Edamon that all of the Royal Knights would be bowing to him, which is pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Anyway, he is a black Mega with 11,000 DP. And his ability is on play when Digivolving. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 card that has Mamemon in its name and a play cost of 10 or less among them without paying the cost. Trash the rest. Then all turns, your Digimon with Mamemon in their names or Royal Knight trait gain jamming and reboot. I mean, giving all the Royal Knights jamming and reboot would be like really OP, though mixing them together just, I don't know how that would work. You might want to fuse it with a Royal Knight that could actually use that color, like Craniamon or Alphamon, so interesting. And then we've got Ulforce Vidramon, another of the Royal Knights. As you can see, there is Magnamon right behind it, kind of like an equal to the Magnamon card we saw earlier. Ulforce Vidramon is a blue Mega-level Digimon with 11,000 DP. And his ability reads, on play, or when Digivolving, for each of your Digimon with the Royal Knight trait, and each of your blue Tamers, trash the top 2 Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon. So you can pretty much de-Digivolve like a ton of Digimon just by having, like, you know, a lot of Royal Knights or blue Tamers. Then your turn, once per turn, when you would play a Digimon with Royal Knight trait or a blue Tamer, return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the hand. So you pretty much use that on-play effect or when Digivolving effect to then use the your turn effect. So pretty much wipe a card off the field, which is pretty useful. Not a bad card. We got another Keenan. Kind of sucky for a last card, but we saw some pretty cool things. It seems that a lot of the Royal Knights are just rares, which is kind of sad for them because, you know, they're put on the same level as something like Shine Greymon, which they definitely shouldn't be having the same level, but it's whatever. Anyway, we've got Huckmon, Fuckmon, Mikemon, Chewmon, Choo-Choo, you may even say, Astamon. I think we've seen pretty much all the commons, haven't we? I mean, we haven't run into Gaugamon yet, which is interesting. Loader Leomon, Simba and Godamon, Tesla Jellymon. We haven't seen anything from Gamamon's line either. Here we've got Vulcan Crusher, which shows Leopardmon or Duftmon. I think it's in its other mode, attacking something, I guess. Anyway, it is a green option card with a cost of 4, and its ability reads, main, choose one of your Digimon. Return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with DP less than or equal to that Digimon in your hand. Then by returning the top card of your Leopardmon Leopard mode to your hand, unsuspend all your Digimon. So that does show that Leopard mode or just other mode is something that exists in this card game. So I'm going to have to look for that. But, you know, unsuspending all of our Digimon just because you can, like, get rid of Leopardmon Leo mode or Leopard mode is pretty good. That's pretty good. Next up, we've got Homer Yushima, who is the tamer for. I say tamer. They never actually called them tamers in Data Squad. I think they called them partners, but tamer works just as well. He's the tamer of Kamemon from Data Squad. He is a blue tamer. He's an old man. I really like his Digivice, though. That green and red. I wish I could have that in real life. Anyway, he's a blue tamer with 3 cost, and his ability reads, on play, you may play one blue level 3 Digimon card from one of your opponent's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. All turns, when you play a blue Digimon, by suspending this tamer, you may place one blue level 4 or lower Digimon as that Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. And then security, play this card without paying the cost. I like that this card doesn't ask specifically for the Kamemon line. This could be done for any blue Digimon. So I like that it's very general, because the Kamemon line itself sucks. So I can definitely say this would be useful in a blue card deck. Alright, next up, we've got another Prince Mamemon. Prince Mamemon's been showing up quite a bit. We got Yoshino Fujida, who is, the tamer of Lalamon. And she's even got her burst Digivice. Anyway, Yoshino is a green tamer with 4 costs, and her ability is start of your turn. If you have 2 or fewer memory, set it to 3. Basic. Then your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with vegetation, plant, or fairy in its traits, by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. Not bad, but because of all of Lalamon's asking for this card, you're going to have to run this card anyway. Then, security, play this card without the cost. And for the final one... Ooh, we got another. Oh, this is another SR. We got Craniumon. Makes sense that it's an SR because it is one of the Digimon that Marcus fights himself. He literally punches Craniumon's shield, which is made out of black Digizoid, which is one of the strongest materials in the digital world. So, kind of shows how strong Marcus is. But yeah, he's another one of the Royal Knights. Craniumon is a mega black Digimon with 13,000 DP. His abilities are Blocker, then on play, when digivolving, until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon isn't affected by effects of your opponent's Digimon. Then, end of the opponent's turn, choose one of your opponent's Digimon. If your opponent attacks with that chosen Digimon. So you're forcing them to attack with a Digimon. That's pretty good. Then I was thinking there was a Digimon beneath him, but there was not, so... Still a pretty cool card. You can pretty much force a battle to happen, which is pretty useful. You can definitely use Craniumon with Prince Mamemon to, do some cool things. Anyway, I guess I'll make this the last pack of the episode. There we go. Sorry I haven't been open any of them on screen, but I'm just, I just don't want to. I just don't want to. Anyway. We've got Porcupamon. I can't even say his name correctly. Bao Huckmon, Guapamon, Purple Boy, Lalamon. We can definitely make a Rosemon deck soon, I'd guess. Falcomon, Chumon, Budmon, another Omekamon. New boy. We got Kudamon, who is the partner of Richard Sampson. Kudamon is, the entraining form of Kentosaurusmon, and is a yellow rookie Digimon with 1,000 DP. His ability reads, on play, reveal the top 3 cards to your deck, add 1 yellow Digimon card with the vaccine trait, which is something that, cards have not been asking about the kind of typing. At least I haven't seen them asking that, so that's kind of individual. And 1 yellow tamer card among them to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of the deck in any order. Most yellow cards are going to be vaccine-type Digimon, so kind of works out. Then his inheritable is, when attacking, once per turn, if there are 6 or fewer, it's called, the whole security stack thing, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 2,000 DP for the turn. Kind of that basic effect. Though I do kind of like its art, like it's flying through, a forest. Because it can't actually walk, it doesn't have legs on the other end, it just has arms, so pretty okay. We got another Chessmon Black. Then we got another Mirage Galgamon. I said that would be the last one, but because we're going so fast, I'll just do another one. And look out for that secret rare. Me, when I see the secret rare, I go, by making a really weird noise. Weird noises are my thing, dude. That's kind of my thing. Anyway, we got Purple Boy. We've got all the Purple Boys you could ever want. a Bishop Chessmon, Lamortmon, Aquilamon. Gonna have to throw this one. Oh. Falcomon, Gladiumon. We haven't even seen like Crusadermon yet. Bao Huckmon, another Karada. So we're definitely gonna make some kind of Gizumon deck, though I don't think we have enough cards to even support it. Chapmon, Kudamon, Keenan again. Finally, another Ulforce Vidramon. Still on the lookout for those burst modes. Who knows, maybe we can finish the entire box tonight just because we've kind of plowed through the commons already. It's possible. Though if we see any really big cards that require a lot of text, we might have to stop. Anyway, we got another Sajanmon. Can't say its name correctly. Geogreymon. Lilamon. At least we have boobies. At least we got the boobies. Bishop Chessmon. Gizamon AT. Galgamon. We haven't seen him yet. This is pretty cool art. It's kind of copying Geogreymon's kind of weird aura kind of look, but it looks cool. Not as cool as Geogreymon, though. Anyway, Galgamon is a blue champion level Digimon with 5,000 DP. His ability is when Digivolving. If you don't have Thomas, you may play one Thomas. If you don't have Thomas, you may play one Thomas from your hand without paying the cost. What I think kind of a typo. I think it means if you don't have one Thomas in play, you may play it. Then its inheritable is all turns. While your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hand, this Digimon gets plus 1,000 DP. Pretty okay card, but it does allow you to play Thomas without having to pay a cost. So I'd say that's pretty good. Rook Chessmon. Another Dorymon. I need more of these anyway. Another Homer. But Marge, I'm a Digimon now. Spencer. Shine Greymon. And finally, we at least have one burst mode. I need them all. I need them all. We've got Mirage Galgamon burst mode. So bursts have a separate ability now. Let me see. I can't actually read that. I'll have to read that in person. Burst Digivolution. 0 from Mirage Galgamon. By returning one Thomas to hand. Okay. At the end of the Burst Digivolution turn, trash this Digimon's top card. So it's only like a 1-turn power-up. Which kind of sucks, but, you know, it's got 15,000 power. It is a Super Mega, or Burst Mode if you want to refer to it now, Digimon with 15,000 DP. And its full ability reads, when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the hand. Then gain 1 memory for every 4 cards in your opponent's hand. Okay, so you could pretty much try and get some memory back for that when Digivolving effect. When attacking, if your opponent has 9 or more cards in their hand, by choosing cards in your opponent's hand without looking and returning them to the bottom of the deck so that 8 remain, unsuspend this Digimon. So you're pretty much just trying to keep their hand at 8, but you're allowed to attack again. That's a pretty good card, and along with it being a super rare, I wonder how much it's worth. But it's not my favorite burst evolution. I still want Rosemon burst mode, so how much time is left? How many packs do we even have left now? We've got 3, 4, and then how many is in here? So we've got 8 packs left now. So I could probably say that we should leave that for the next episode. So next time on the final episode of opening Digimon card packs versus Royal Knight, we're going to see if we can get any more of those burst modes, or if we can even get like 1 secret rare. We got that alternative art, but I want a secret rare. And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the Disciples of Epsilon, Trey Lafari, Gray, Phoenix, Shell Bagan and Hummus, Darcy Lanfranco, Freddy, and Yuki. Without you all, this channel would not stay afloat. So thank you for all your support. And I'll see you guys next time on The Backlog.